Yeah, man. I was talking with a Hispanic, but it was kind of hard talking to him because I couldn't understand the language. I got to learn. I hate we live in a society like that, man, where you can't understand the languages of different people. Somebody decline me. They tell you to interact, but everybody you cannot interact with everybody on these things.
What? What's this? Hello, sir.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
They tell us they said engage with people, so I giving it a try.
Okay, you follow them rules.
It's kind of hard, to engage with everybody, especially when you've been a man or been a person that's just been to yourself a lot all your basically your whole life, and it's kind of hard to let people into let certain vibes in your space because you got to know who you feel what I'm saying, vibing with, because not everybody's on the same type of time.
I agree. I
Yeah,
very much so.
everybody ain't on the same type of time. You have to really figure. You have to like um you have to what's that word I'm looking for? You gotta.
Wow, this is my life. What you talk about?
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the comments.
Oh, okay. Okay. You got to basically feel people out.
Yeah, you gotta have discernment.
Yeah. This is what I actually want to talk about since you hopped in here. Compared to this modern day society that we live in today versus the society that was like back in the day, like even before the 50s, around in the 1940s or whatever you want to call it. The generation then was different based upon everything now. Do you feel like everybody know what's right? They know the original, but they don't give a damn. They just want to just conform to other ways and customs. Because think about it. Every other nation got a language, got a land they can go back to, but blacks, Hispanics, Native American people are the only people that we call in ourselves and we practice in this thing called what they call this in Thanksgiving, but I like to call it Thanksgiving. That's what I call it because we celebrating something. What is the meaning of that? You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just something that we need to look into and get. We so far away from the original,
Yeah.
and it's just like the solution. Somebody needs to say something and stand because we not original. Because back then our women and things like compared to the generation back then up until now, it's not really the same. We know we not in our original. We not in our original thinking and the way the vast majority of the stuff that we think it's been conformed information that we try to conform to other nations of people. You don't have to be no European. You see what I'm saying? They don't have to. You don't see them copying you like us like that. So you know what I'm saying. So I think that we just don't take pride in them. We just you hear all these things called six figures and all that. That's stupid.
Wait. What you mean? What you
Six
mean?
figures,
As
like
in making money?
yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah, you don't say you making yourself look like a plumb damn clown when you say some shit like that. You don't go around telling people six figures and stuff like that.
Why
You
not?
you no, you don't do that
Why not?
because it's not something original. When a person looked at, if you look at back then the way that the Indians and stuff they wore clothes. Like I'll give you an example. When black women and all of the original people wore clothes and stuff. They had on dresses. We didn't conform to a lot of other things. Like when a woman saw your potential was back then, they just looked at you. They didn't give a damn if you was on a bicycle. If you had the potential and you still was you was just doing what you can. They met you where you was. It wasn't all these extra. You had to do this. You had to do that. You got to do this and that. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I get both sides because I feel like women was dealing with these men and was meeting a lot of these black men halfway and was getting beat on, wasn't making no money, was taking care of all these children, and they couldn't live a life that they wanted. They couldn't get no college education. They had to stay in a house and be a housewife while these men do whatever they want, cheat on their women and beat on them. So I feel like now we at a point where since women we can make our own money and do what we want, our standards is way different. We at a point where women can make more money than men. Women are making more money than men. Women are business owners. So I feel like if these men are not going to be traditional and it's not going to be husband and wife, and these men want these women to work, they want us to work. We can't work, cook, and clean and take care of kids. I ain't doing all that. So I
Okay.
feel like if I'm gonna be a boss lady and make my own money, I'm gonna have certain standards. If I still gotta clock in, I'm going to have my standards.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I give it. Yeah, it's like everything is just it done moved and see the reason why we think. Let me show. See, the Bible's a history book. You heard? I know you heard this before. It's not a religious book. Let me. I'm gonna show you something. One simple in Jeremiah, right quick, if you don't mind. What everything that you just said, right? I'm gonna sum it up with this here. Let's see here. Jeremiah 10. Jeremiah chapter. You read Jeremiah 10? This Bible is a black book. This is for the black people, Hispanic people, the black woman, black man is the original people of this book, and they have took this book during slavery and retaught it to our people and told out and fed it to us out of context. Now watch this in. It says, "Hear ye the word which the Lord spoke unto you, O house of Israel. Thus said the Lord." Here we go. Learn not the way of the heathens. It says, learn not the way of the heathen. We done learned the ways of other nations and stuff is the reason why we have these different mindset, the customs and stuff like that. I'm going to show you one, another one. Jeremiah 10 verse 2, it says, don't learn, he said, learn not the way of the heathen. This is our custom that we should be following right here. Luke 4:16. Luke 4:16. Here it is right here. It says, and he came, this is Christ, and he came to Nazareth where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, custom means a tradition. It means a culture. You see, as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up for to read. Christ was reading out of the Bible. You see what I'm saying? But today we done adopted all these other things like Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, all that stuff was colonization when they came over here and wanted to take everything from the natives and stuff like that. That's how all that stuff was conformed and stuff like that. So we have no business learning their ways, their customs, and even marrying into their culture and all that kind of stuff. We just done adopted all this stuff, and we just got. It's gonna take time. We just gotta recondition our minds from all of that type of stuff. Is the reason why the what like they say the woman need to get out and work and all this kind of stuff. No, do it the way the Bible said do it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Let these men know because a lot of these men are calling women lazy, but traditionally women never worked a job.
Say it again.
I said exactly. A lot of men call women lazy. You know how women nowadays be like, "Oh, I don't want to work. I want my man to take care of me." A lot of men call women lazy, but back in the day, women was not working a job. Men were providers. Men were workers. Men were going out there and providing for their family. So
Okay.
how are women that don't want to work lazy? If women back in the day didn't work, what's the difference?
I yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, the man is the provider, but I would say that it doesn't. I would say it. I don't think like a woman should sit back and like and be thinking like, well, is like if something if the man fell off. I'm gonna say it like that. Let's
Hey,
just say. let's just say if the man fell off, right? And he was taking care. I'm gonna put it in that form. And he's taking care of you, and he was doing all these things, and he had everything when you met him, right? Let's just say he had all this stuff when you met him. And then he took a turn, and because things happen in life, you know what I'm saying? They go through a season in their life to where certain things come out, and that way, let's say you've been building up, like you say you a hustle or whatever, and he come up and say, "Look, I'm taking care of the bill. I took care of the kid. I've been grinding for you for about 20 years, and you got all this. Let's say you got all this bread stacked up. Would you like stick by your guy and help your guy, or would you be like, well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go out here and get me another guy that can
Yeah.
help to keep this up?
If we married, duh, we married. Like, but I'm saying I don't get how back in the day women never worked. It was not traditional for women to work.
Okay,
But nowadays, when a woman says she don't want to work, she want to provide her man. She's
okay.
lazy. But how is she lazy if y'all grandmothers and great grandmothers was not working? Wasn't they lazy too then? What's the difference?
I guess back then the woman like they took the best way I can put it.
Passion tea. Let me see. I'm on live. Julia, I'm on live. What? I'm on live. On TikTok.
Well, I guess the best way that I can put it, I guess
Come on, Julia, get in the camera.
they was more genuine toward it. You know what I'm saying? The women probably had a different thinking. If the man fell off back then, she probably said, "Well, this guy been taking care of me all this time. I'm not gonna leave my man out here like this. And he been grinding and taking care of me ever since whatever." You know what I'm saying? So let me pick up the slack. So today, in this modern day age, I think that's what they're talking about. In this modern day age,
Right.
with if the man been grinding and he come in and do exactly what the woman want, obey her standards and stuff like that.
Right.
But nowadays, if the man fall off, even if he's a sweet person, a sweet guy, some of them probably would like, well, I'm sorry, well, I come back to you when you get your shit together. Or something like that. I'll come back to you when you get your shit together. So blah blah blah. I'm gone or whatever. I think that's the biggest issue right there. I think that's probably the reason why. You know what I'm saying? That they might would probably feel that way or something like that.
Yeah, and I understand
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's very understandable.
Yeah,
That's very understandable. I get it. Like as a man, you don't want to do all this for a woman for her to walk out your life. That's understandable.
yeah,
But I just feel like if we're gonna be traditional, let's be traditional. Traditionally, women did not work a job. So
yeah, yeah. That's true.
traditional, let's be traditional. Women did not
Yeah,
have to clock in.
yeah.
And now men want you to
Okay.
clock in. They want you to pay half the bills. They want you to cook, clean, and
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it should be fair
have
on both
kids for
terms.
them.
If I'm grinding or something like that, if I'm doing all these things and stuff like that, just grinding. They said that. Let me ask you this here. Do you think it's a problem when men say it's a what you call this here, a hustler? Like I still want you to
Please.
be ambitious. Yeah. Do you think that's a problem?
Please. Won't be me.
Huh?
Uh,
Okay. Yeah, I just thought
yes.
it would be something. I be hearing it all the time, and so I said, you know what? Maybe I'll talk to somebody about it and see what they think, because I be hearing it so much online now. You know what I mean? I hear people talking about it, and I just say, well, this might be an interesting topic to kind of bring up and kind of like bring to
Right.
the forefront, and talk about what's on my heart and what's on my mind, because I really want our people is to come back to the original. I don't like all this I don't like
Me
this here because it
neither.
turned into beef and all this kind of stuff, and I'm against the woman and all this kind of stuff. And I don't like all that type of stuff. I just want to go back to the original and
That's so
just kind of like
feminine.
feel. Say it again.
I said a lot of these men are very feminine. Not you, but a
Yeah, I
lot of
know.
men are
Well,
very
yeah, I mean, I
feminine.
understand. Oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna say it like this. Since you said that, do you think that? Okay, where do you think? I hear people talk about it all the time, so I'm just like single parent household, because I know I came from a single parent household as well too, like single parent household. And when you don't have the, let's say, the male, and I'm guilty of that because I'm very damn emotional. I
Girl,
get mad and stuff, and I be like, man, you know what, man? I be like, man, I'm fucked up, man. I ain't have my father in my life and shit like that. And I said maybe that might have a lot to do with it when you have the female influence and stuff. It's not saying that they're not doing a good job, but you know what I'm saying. It's like maybe that might have something to do with it. So it's like I'm trying to work hard to learn how to be that because I didn't even see the male influence and stuff in the house. All I saw was the female influence. They done the best. It's not me trying to low rate the woman. I'm not trying to like just put them in that category and that because they was affected too. Because when when a girl don't have a father in her life and things of that nature too, and that kind of takes a impact too at the same time. The reason why they need to get out here and be like be strippers and all this type of stuff. It's a reason for everything. Everything has a reason why it happens the way that it does. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Uh-huh. And my purpose is try to when I talk to like come up with a solution and try to help solve the problem and not make it big and not trying to come in and like put them down, but tell the truth at the same time without putting somebody totally annihilating. You know what I mean? Because I don't believe in that. You see what I'm saying? So I come back and I talk to you some more. It was good. You know what I'm saying? I definitely I'm gonna follow you. You know, I
A
just
lot of
followed
these
you.
men.
Say it again. Yeah, I just followed you.
I'm sorry, what you say, sir?
So I just say,
Okay. I was about to also say another
go
thing with
ahead.
these men they talk about a lot of women that are
Okay.
single mothers, but they came from that. So that's another thing I
Okay.
don't understand. You can't down a woman for being a single mom if that was literally your mom, auntie, grandma. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I understand. I understand where you're coming from in that way. You know. You know.
Yeah, it's like you blame a woman for being a single mom, but she didn't choose that.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't choose that. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I definitely get where you're coming from, and you know, all of these things is part of Bible prophecy as well too. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're more under the curse and stuff like that. It's just like I said. It goes back to being a learned behavior. Like when you like see that they like single parent household and stuff like this here. We have to understand why it was created because this is a cycle that has been repeated from slavery and it's just been passed on down from generation to generation and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if we
Right.
start to like come together and talk about it and hash it out, talk about it, and maybe come to understanding or something like that. I feel like that we can actually really move forward and make a difference in our communities and stuff. You know. And
Yeah.
things of that nature. Because, but I do understand where you're coming from, though. Where you say, man, they come, I just want to understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? Hear out what they're saying. You know what I mean?
Hollywood.
All right, what's going on, brother?
Right.
Hey man, what you want, brother?
The only thing I'm on, man, I just was sitting up here
Go
just
ahead.
talking about,
Take a half an
the
hour.
issues that how we got away from our
Big deal.
culture of
You need a break.
how the way our culture is like. If you look at how we living now and the things that we know, we done adopted other cultures in and we following their ways like Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. That's what I actually came in here saying from the beginning and stuff like that. And we
Okay,
adopted
okay.
all this other stuff, and I think that's what really a lot of we was affected from this stem called slavery and stuff like that. And I think that's the reason why we are where we at right now because we affected because this is a person was, you
I
know,
mean, everything happens for a reason, man.
yeah,
So like you gotta look at it like, I mean, although it was really messed up what happened like in the past, but shit, we wouldn't even be here right now if it didn't happen. You know what I'm talking about? So
yeah, you're right.
hey, like it's always a light under the dark tunnel. You know what I'm talking about? So even though there was darkness, light came after. So shit, man, look at us now, man. Everybody just living. You know?
Living, yeah, we living. But you can look in society and you can see how our people being unjustly treated and stuff like that. And people tell you don't look in the past. They don't see color. It ain't about color. They all these things is to hijack what's really the real deal is. I feel like all those words have just been thrown in there just to be to hijack everything the real deal was going on, or to cover up or speak white supremacy words and all that kind of stuff.
I understand, but hey, all I could do, bro,
Go.
is just live my life, man. That's all I could do, man. I understand what you're saying though, but you got to make the best of your situation, bro. Ain't gonna lie, just live.
And
See
how
what
do
this.
you do that? And tell me, how do you do that?
Hey, I
When you
got
say
friends.
live, huh?
You said how? So you're not happy
Can I
with
say
your life?
something?
If you're not happy with your life, bro,
I would say I'm happy to be alive and be here and making it to the best of my ability and stuff and things of that nature. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
So what you feel like? Okay, so what difference you trying to make in the world? Like what change you want to see in this world?
I guess I would love to see our people like understand and make a difference, just like all the other cultures and all the other cultures, and they have a land, they have a language that they can call their own. But blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people, we are the only ones that don't have these things, and so on and so forth. We have to go and rely upon other nations for everything. For example, we
Go
don't
do your
own
homework,
anything.
baby.
We have to go to the other nations for everything that we need. You know what I mean? We don't have
So,
a
let the let who that is? Chocolate. Let chocolate talk. Chocolate, speak your mind.
okay.
Since you want to talk, go ahead. Speak your
Go
mind,
ahead, go
chocolate.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
Love you too. Bye. I was about to say, I don't know your
Yeah, her
name,
Wi-Fi.
but I see that it's NMZ. I was gonna say I agree with. It's nothing that we can change the best of your
I don't know. I
Nah,
caught some of
situation
it,
and just
but I didn't catch it all. So
keep going.
for
they said,
sure. Appreciate you, pretty girl from Miami. Appreciate you
yeah,
for the Dolphins. But yeah,
yeah. I'm just still just the only thing that I'm starting. I said I'm just working on something right now, and to go out into the streets and do something, and I'm working on. I got something I'm working on.
have a podcast, bro. Not have a podcast, bro. You just keep talking, man. Just keep doing you, bro. Just keep like spreading the message.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Just keep doing your
Yeah,
videos and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna have supporters that's like
Period.
that's rocking with what you saying, and that's wanna
yeah,
like join in your
yeah.
cause. You know what I'm talking about?
And I feel good. I feel like even this right here, this little bit right here is making a difference. Just waking our people up. If as long as they are aware and stuff, I'm good. I feel like they're talking to you. Hey, we aware. That's all I want.
So,
So I mean, every little bit helps.
I'm already knowing, man.
And I'm gonna follow you too as well, brother. What's your name? It's
Yeah,
NMZBOY
you can call me Z boy.
Z boy. Okay, I think I
Yeah,
seen
Z
it.
boy, man, for
I
sure.
just I just followed you.
Well, I appreciate you, man. But
Hmm.
I'm gonna let y'all go because I do gotta go out
Okay,
here
I probably got to get up out of here too for right now
for
or
sure.
whatever.
For sure, man.
Okay, she might have
Appreciate.
some. Okay,
Oh,
you had
this chocolate. Do you want to say anything?
yeah, yeah. She want to say, you want to say anything to us?
Oh, she just added.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
Everybody might want to say. They might want to say something. I don't want to feel like I'm just sitting up
Did
and
you hear
just.
me? Y'all can hear me?
Oh, okay. I was just looking to see if anybody had anything they wanted to say. Behind everything that was said.
Nah. But I guess you don't got
Anybody
anything.
got something to say?
Nah, we good. I don't
No,
got nah.
I'm good for right now. I think I said all what I needed to say. I feel like I got off my chest what I wanted to get to say, and I think a good thing, if I can just bring awareness and
Nah, I
do,
appreciate that, Clarence.
yeah, do something to help our community physically. I'm trying to build myself to that, just to let everybody know that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like do that,
Yeah.
for our young black youth and stuff like that. So I just want to put that out there, to let our people know that that's what I'm trying to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I'm gonna let y'all go. Appreciate
Okay.
y'all.
All
For
right
sure.
then. You have a good day,
Y'all have a nice
man.
day.
For sure.
All
For
right.
sure.
Yeah. So, anything else you wanted to say? You had anything else in mind? You wanted to maybe I can hear it and try to help use it as a solution or something. Come up with something. I do have this thing in my
I
mind. I'm
have
trying to
nothing
like.
else to say.
Oh, okay then. Okay then. Okay.
But thank
Well,
you so
I'll be
much.
back if I come up with it. You're welcome, and I love you. And I'm trying to just start something, trying to do something that like help our people financially, help our people in any way I can, and just start the movement and just be one of the ones that would be the solution to the problem. So that's what
Period.
I'm
I
that's
love
what I'm
that.
doing.
I love
So it
that.
was nice talking to you and everything.
Nice talking to you.
All right, peace, sister, love you.
Bye. Have a nice day.